Okay, this corresponds to experiment A in your lab. We're going to do the experiment here. I'll tell you what sort of observations and things I'm feeling and smelling, and you can see the changes. And I want you to write down sort of the key things that you recognize. Here behind me is a list of the 5 ways we're going to look for evidence of chemical changes. It's also on your lab sheet, and it may be written in slightly different notation and different explanations, but it's basically the same 5 topics. Okay? So first in experiment A, we have very concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay, now this is it's really dark looking. It's very bad stuff. This is like what you would find inside a car battery. And then we have some distilled water, which basically just means it's pure water. It doesn't have anything else in it other than H2O. So I'm going to start by adding a little bit of distilled water to this test tube. Okay, just to get it in there so we have something to mix the acid with. Now, I'm going to add some of this sulfuric acid. What we're looking for is what kind of change, if any, do we see? Okay. Okay, now, you take a look at that, you can kind of see the color looks a little different, but it doesn't look really much different than you would expect if you were to mix this dark-looking acid with a little bit of water. Okay, so we don't see a major color change. I try to smell it. I don't notice anything different than what I had before, okay? You don't see solids forming. I don't see bubbles coming out. If I feel the bottom of this, ooh, it's extremely hot, okay? So even though we can't really see a whole lot of things happening, we can definitely feel some heat coming off the bottom of this. So there is your experiment for part A.